Juice Bandit tapping in, tuned in. Juice Bandit. I'm about to. Let me see if I can add as a moderator. Standard. Moderator. Bet. Let's get it. Let's get set up. Got the candle going, Where is it going? Can it be seen right here? It definitely can. Let's see. That's good there. All right, welcome to another episode of Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. I'm your Chief Gihareh, leader of the Kim Dynasty and the Spiritual Bandits. Because we take our abundance, we don't ask for what's so rightfully ours. As always, Tangential Thoughts is a guided journal that you can purchase on Amazon. Whoa. It's filled with quotes and pictures. Some quotes you may have heard before. Some quotes I heard in conversation. Here's the perfect page. So, has a quote, my response to the quote, and around it, you got space to jot down ideas or write down your thoughts, feelings, and emotions and question them as you go on your own path of self-discovery. And I say this is the perfect page because on August 8th, my friend took me out to a cigar lounge. She got me 2 cigars. The cigar smoke was the Leaf by Oscar Maduro. Yeah, this is why I always call this my playbook, because daggone, I take them upside down. But in my other one, I'm getting them right how I want to. And so when the goal is that when I see you, when I come across you, and you got a copy of the book, we can exchange. I give you my Arthur copy, you can sign it, and you give me your copy, I can sign and leave a message in there. Our waitress, our server for today, she took a picture with us, and the person who took the Polaroid pictures, he signed the book, and I was able to write down and jot down a little bit of stuff, what I did and did not like about the venue that I was at. But I think I got to go back there. Because for the ambiance, I said to be decided. We got there a little early. We weren't there for when the party get cracking for real, you know what I'm saying? So, but I enjoyed the cigars that I had. But the music was good. I do know the music was good. And so this is Tangential Thoughts version 1, then Tangential Thoughts version 1. And then we got Tangential Thoughts version 2. Garfieta. Now I got Tangential Thoughts version 2, which is also available for purchase on Amazon. And this part talks about how my family, this is the part of basically what put me on this path here of, you know what I'm saying, starting to live outside of the car and the Jeep and stuff like that. And so things to note, I got to make sure I update in the description box. The audiobook for version 2 is on YouTube. So I got the YouTube audiobook for version 2, and I started the audiobook for version 1. And so the next time I get a cigar, I'm going to continue reading and working on the audiobook for version 1. So the whole audiobook for version 2 was already up, and started the audiobook for version 1. And I even noticed yesterday how I'm going to update this. I'm going to update the cover art on this. So if you get this one now, you'll get the original cover. But I'm going to update this and make the cover maybe a little more appealing. And because I also got to put the Instagram. This is the old Instagram name, and I need the new Instagram name up there. The new Instagram is, of course, Kim Dynasty. Yeah, so I got to update that. I just got to go on Amazon, upload that, re-upload that. But on Tangential Thoughts Chat Show, we like to do a live energy tarot read just to see what's the energy for today, what energy we should align ourselves to, what frequency should we be aware of. And we like to start with the Archeo deck. And daggone, by now, I done did this so many times and enough. Hopefully you understand the purpose of each deck. So they don't need no more introduction. I'm tired of introducing the decks, all right? When you see it, you should know that this is the Archeo deck and know what it represents and what it stands for. If you don't, go back and watch other live readings. All right, go back and watch the other lives. All right, so let's jump right into it. And so the first 3 are the energy for us. What part of our personality will best suit and serve us for today? What part of our personality, what energy should we focus on? What frequency should we align ourselves to that will best serve us for today? Dang, you see me shuffle, and it came out yesterday too. Again. There's 2 things you can focus on. You can focus on the ending of a situation, or you can focus on your immortality, eternity. One thing about the Egyptians, one thing about why I call the channel Kim Dynasty, Kemet, which is the original name for Egypt, right? One thing I always noticed was like, yo, you know how hard it is to carve into a rock? And that was their art. They carved beautiful pictures into these rock, and it don't look realistic. And you be like, why would they do that? Why did they take their time to focus? You know what I'm saying? And the images are blocky and this and the third, but they didn't focus too much on the details. They focus on endlessness, timelessness. They focus on the shadows. There might be certain characteristics of the people that they would, you know what I'm saying, highlight. But outside of that, you just seen a blocky figure. And so the Egyptians were focused on endlessness. The Greeks and the Romans were focused on perfectionism. That's why their statues look more realistic to us, right? But the energy behind this is you can either focus on what's ending or work with the energy present to see the life that's unfolding right before your eyes. What is the advice for today? No. What energy should we embrace and embody? What energy should we embrace and embody? All right. Now, we got two cards that kind of will allude to that. Dang. We got the Death card, now the Hierith. Now, the Hierith is a card of nostalgia, looking back on the past. But the guy told me today is the best day of your life. Yesterday does not exist. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow's not promised. Today is the only day that you have. So today's the best day of your life. When you look back on the past, you can't change it. Once you say it, it's like your words are like the wind. They're gone. Once you do it, once you do something, you can't take it back. So it's about looking at that and saying, okay, well, I had this experience. I did say it. I did do this. Now I got to live with those consequences. But I'm going to take this lesson that I went through, and how do you apply it going forward? All right, so we got the Mobius, the Hierith, and one more. Dang. And then even this one. These are tough. So this is the Shadow Diver. Now, sometimes you can go through things, right, that are very painful to you, very traumatic to you, but you keep on living life. And if you never take the time to heal, if you never take the time to address what you went through, process those emotions, even like let it break your heart and then reshape your heart. If you never take the time to heal and address those things, then you start going through life and you start treating other people and talking to them a certain way. So it go from, it's that one Gemini that breaks your heart. And you're like, know what? I don't like Gemini, so the rest of my, oh, you a Gemini? Oh, bitch, I want that first. It's like, it's those type of things, right? How then you start to, or because you had your parent treated you a certain way or talked to you a certain way, then you start to talk and treat people that way too, not knowing that that's not okay. That's not a healed or healthy version of way or a loving way to talk to people. So you got this Shadow Diver. And so when this pops up, it's about those little traumas, those incidents that affect the way that you live and the way that you talk to people. And you may not necessarily understand why you're talking to a person a certain way, why this person bothers you. This person really reminds you of your mother, your father, your aunt, your uncle, or some type of family member, or they remind you of some friend that you don't like anymore. They remind you, but you don't know why you're sitting there being so mean to this person, you know what I'm saying? But it's that Shadow Diver, that those past traumas and hurts still and experiences still affecting you. And you got this Hierith card, which is a card of nostalgia. And then we got the Mobius card, which is, what are you focusing on? You know what I'm saying? And so it's so crazy. And because it's coming to my mind, and then these all popped up. So for me, today is technically the ex that I hate. Today is technically her birthday, right? And I remember, like, this time last year, we had broken up like a month before, right? And I just remember this time last year, I was like, man, shit, should I say happy birthday? Should I reach out to her? Because I hadn't talked to her in over a month, and I was sticking to my guns. Man, it was so crazy. I pulled the tarot card, and it was like, fuck no. And it was so crazy. Every time I got to a point, like, man, I got these tarot cards. Let me just pull a card. Every time I wanted to talk to this bitch, I'll pull a tarot card, and that shit would say, fuck no. I was like, damn. I used to write this shit down, too. I'm like, okay, this is a question I asked. This is what I just pulled. The shit said, fuck no. Don't do that shit. And I was just like, dang. It was crazy, like, every month. Not every month, but, like, every once in a while when I wanted to reach back or reach out, I would pull a card, like, okay, it's this day or this day. And that shit, I'll pull that shit and it said, nope. I said, dang. So, but that, like, it was those were hard times and hard days to get through. Like, when you go through certain holidays with somebody and then you spend the next holiday without that person, and you always got to look back and say, dang, what was I doing the last time? What was I doing the last time this year? And you know, iPhone gonna send you the memories. iPhone gonna say, remember this? I'm like, oh shit, delete this picture, bitch. What the fuck? I be pissed. I used to. And so it's just good to be in a different, like, even just a mental space now. Like, I'm so glad that I've really had to take I literally had to take like a year of just not talking to certain people, not seeing certain people. And then when the days come up, so what was big for me, like, well, I guess the next big one, it would be, I think, Christmas. And Christmas is coming up. So I remember it was a year, it's been over a year since I ever seen that bitch or talked to that bitch. Then for family, I think I spent Thanksgiving with family. So I was like, this past Thanksgiving, I was like, shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I'm not around them niggas. And then so Christmas coming up, and I'm glad I'm not around them niggas again. And it's like, I was like, I don't gotta think about them, and that I'll be making a new memory without them. And that's, you know what I'm saying, right there. And so what happened last Thanksgiving? I mean, last Christmas. So last Christmas, I think I was over there, but this time it's gonna be, I just woke up this morning. And my god sis was like, yo, I call them my god sis because I'm on a spiritual journey. So the people I'm aligned to was like my spiritual family. They're more aligned with who I'm trying to become. So my god sis was like, hey, you just got invited to a family dinner. Boom, boom. So this Christmas, I will be with a new family. You know what I'm saying? And I had to look back at my life, and it's like, there's been a lot of times there's been a lot of major holidays, Christmases and Thanksgivings, that I did not spend with blood family. And I spent with other people who were still willing to take me in and treat me as if I was family. And so I'm always thankful and grateful as I look back on that. And even this Christmas, right? I wasn't sure, but I wasn't worried about this shit. I wasn't worried about this shit. I was like, well, I could possibly spend it alone. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Just not worried about the shit. But then I woke up this morning and Nas was like, yo, like, you coming? I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that. So those are the three for us. Those are the three. That's how I resonate with this right here. That's how I resonate with it. And now, what else do we want to know? We got the Metamorph card, which is the card of transition. It's a card of going from one phase of life to another. And so whether that's going from single into a relationship, or the opposite, from a relationship into being single, you go from one phase of life and it's part of you, and you take those lessons as you move to this next phase. Going from having a job to having no job, or again, vice versa. Going from not having a job into having a source of income. So a card of transition, you got the Metamorph card of transition. And so that starts the external influences and factors. Magician came out again yesterday, card of seeing beyond the ethereal. A card of seeing beyond. If you ask the magician, he's lived many lives, but if you ask him which one is he currently, if you ask him about his best, I don't know. If you ask him, you never know which life he's going to talk to you about. And so my thing is, if somebody asks you though, man, what life are you going to live this lifetime? I'm going to live the best life I can possibly live in this one, with the time I have. All right, we got the poet and the artist, two professions that are seemingly frowned upon, and they like to attach this stigma of the starving artist and the poet and this, that, and the third, but society has always supported the artist and the poet and needed the artist and the poet to bring about the future and to bring everybody alive, to make everybody feel again. And there was one time, there was this one question. It said, which is more important? It was the technology or art? Which one's more important? Not realizing that they go hand in hand. They go hand in hand, right? Why do you want better technology, a better phone? Soon as a new iPhone come out, what are you checking? The camera quality. You're checking the poet, the photographer, the artist. How well can you create on this phone? mind you, just as a aside here, I gotta toot my own horn. All my visuals, all the shorts and everything you see recorded is on an iPhone 12. All right. all my stuff, it has been on an iPhone 12 Pro Max. I gotta say it's on the 12 Pro, but that's the technology, right? But how are you using it? But you use the technology to make better, create better art, and the art puts a strain on technology, because the artist says, or the photographer looks at the moon and says, man, why can't I still not take a good picture of the moon with this camera? Goes back to the technology people. And then the technology people like, damn, how the fuck can we make a better fucking camera so we can take a better picture of the moon? And, or the videographer is like, shit, man, if I don't gotta, why I gotta carry all this equipment from a tripod and voice, all this other stuff, like those little mics that got the fuzzy stuff on it. I got to do all this other shit and carry all this other equipment just so I can make a good video. But that puts a strain. So that's the videographer. That's the art. That's putting a strain on the technology people to say like, fuck, okay, how can I make a better fucking phone that can do more shit, that maybe more people you can do as much as you possibly can mobily. And the crazy part was like, it's not even that crazy. I remember being in elementary school and they asked us to design something, this and the third. And I'm not sure what other people was doing, but I know for a fact, I remember drawing and I didn't know how it was supposed to look, right? But I just remember mashing them together on the paper. It was supposed to be like, here's a phone with a camera on when I say a camera, picture an actual camera, right? I just drew that on the back of it. It's like, we want to mash all this shit to fucking together. I remember doing that shit in elementary school before the camera phone existed. All right, next. Last three. But we had that poet card, the magician, and the metamorph card. And what I'll say is even my part of how I'm transforming, going from it was last year you would have always known me as just a math teacher. But this year I'm starting to I'm gonna put myself in timeout. Oh my gosh, bro. I made you a moderator for cause you be tapped in, tuned in, bro. Like you supposed to be managing other people. I'm gonna put myself in timeout. I'm trying to upgrade you, man. See, he don't know what to do with it. I'm trying to give him some responsibility and some power. He don't know what to do with it. Demotion. You'll be back. That's funny. I'll put you back up there. All right, next three. Oh, like I was saying, last year it would have just been, oh, he's a math teacher. But now it's transformed. Like I've been posting some poetry on my YouTube, doing little freestyles. I'll think about how much I hate a person and then write some shit and then put that the fuck out there. But using my speech, you got the poet card and the metamorph the change card. Because I can clearly see, even like I just posted like this UFC short. You can go like that. And I do this. So I'm doing it on Instagram and YouTube. And on Instagram, I can post like some freestyle poetry stuff, or just some YouTube. I can post like random edits and things. Like I'm seeing other people's edits and then just taking those and putting those and posting those. Just, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I come across something I think is cool. I know y'all gonna think it's cool, so I'm just sharing those and putting those out. But those are social media edits. And the way I set this page up now is like, people don't know who runs my Instagram page, because I don't follow my Instagram page. I don't like shit on my Instagram page. All I do is share the shit, and so people will never know who the fuck Instagram page it is. So it turns like you always think like, how does this turn into a meme page? Like, where did this page come from? Damn, I miss my moderator privileges. Cause bro, you start talking crazy like you gonna put yourself in timeout, bro. Like if somebody give you power, if you get put in a position of power, you gotta know how to use it. That's the only thing about powerful people. They took the opportunity. They ain't fumble that bag. They ain't stumble. They said, oh, I know what the fuck to do with this shit. All right, next. We got the awakener. We got the awakener. And who are you going to be? You snooze, you lose. You got the bird here. Right? The rooster wakes up everybody's. Rooster wasn't used to till the hen came home. But this bird, you got this bird blowing his flute and his tooting his horn. And this always reminds me of, now, I've actually never seen The Wizard of Oz. I've never seen The Wizard of Oz. I've seen the black people version. I've seen The Wiz, right? In The Wiz, the lion be in the stone. And then when they be walking, I forget how I gotta go watch The Wiz. But he breaks out the stone. You know what I'm saying? So this is the awakener card, needing to take action. Needing to take action. We got the Fatalis. Fatalis is coming out. I generally like this card just because of the message behind it. Even though you can't see where you're going, you don't know the steps ahead of you. You just keep moving. Just one foot in front of the other, waking up every day. I'm about to wake up. I'm up today. So what am I going to do today? That you just I'm not sure, but I'm going to take this step. I'm going to take this step next. What if you blindfolded, you're going to take what? One step at a time. I'm still good? All right, boom. Trusting yourself. And these people out here trying to affect you in your path, trying to turn that wheel, trying to spin things in that direction, it's like, I don't see y'all. I can't see y'all. I'm still rocking, rolling. I'm still moving. That's why I like that one. Next. Last one on the Archeo deck. Last one from the Archeo deck. Damn. And this shit came out, I think, in the same position yesterday. And this is the intimate card. And this is a card of, what do you got to say? What do you have to do so that you go to sleep at night peacefully? And that's all that I'm on. I don't like to be in such a mental space of, man, should I say this? Should I do this? Don't do that. I'm not in that space. Why? Because then you go to sleep thinking about it. Then you wake up still thinking about it. And so I like to be in a space of, you know what? I want to answer the question. I want to answer the question of, or not even answer the question. Let's find out. Let's find out what happens when I say this. Let's find out what happens when I do this. And then I'm sitting here telling my inner child, telling my brain, yo, we did it today. Whatever you was talking, whatever you wanted to do, we already did it. So let that go. And now when we go to sleep, tell me what's new. What's the next step? What else do you want to say? What else do you want to do? That's the space that I like to live in. Like when I'm talking to people now, like if we had this conversation with my pastor, because when he taught, he asked questions a lot. Like in the middle of his dialogue, he'll say something like, I'm thinking of a color. In Spanish, it's called rojo. What am I thinking about? He'll say something along the lines like that, right? And you be like, man, all you had to say was red, man. Keep going. I'm not in the. I don't need somebody to be sitting there trying to spoon me this information. Let's get this information out right now. Give me all the information, all the facts. And now that I got all the information, all the facts, then ask me, how am I going to interpret it? What do I think about it? But in the meantime, between time, that's what I didn't like about Brother Polite. I thought Brother Polite, if you want to go look at his stuff, you can go look at him. He talks a lot of controversial. He says a lot of different stuff. He got his mindset is different, right? But I like but he'll say something that's very kind of like, one thing he said, like, watching your words, right? He said, I don't like to call them mistakes. I like to call them success points. Because if you learn from a mistake, if you can learn from a mistake, is it really that bad? And they say that nothing's new under the sun. There's no mistake that you can make that somebody already else hasn't made. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing that you can say or do that has not already been thought of and already done. Right? And so he was like, and so if you make a mistake, if you say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, How bad is it if you learn from it? Now, if you don't learn from it, you gonna keep doing the same stuff. You gonna keep, you know what I'm saying, until you learn your lesson. It's like, all right, I ain't gonna do this no more. You know what I'm saying? And so, but that's what I didn't like Brother Polite, because if you watch his videos, he be like, I'm building up. I'm like, bitch, I ain't got time to build all day. Get me to the fucking point, and then let me wrestle with that energy. And that's how I be getting. Oh shit. That's how I be getting through stuff, bro. So even when I'm watching YouTube videos, I watch the YouTube videos on fast speed. I'm like, get the fuck through this, man. Let's get through this, and let me get to the end of this message so I can find what's the fucking next message and next video I need to see and watch. I'm that type of person. All right. Now we gotta see the candle in this bitch. All right. He said I was just joking. Hey, bro, you gotta watch the way people joke. I told you this already. You've been watching long enough, bro. You gotta watch how people joke. Because why is a joke funny? It's a little truth behind every joke. It's a little truth behind every joke. People be joking. Hey, if a bitch look at you and jokingly says that she would cheat on you, you be like, oh, it ain't funny no more, right? All right, yo. Where am I at with this shit? Let's go. You be like, oh, shit. So, if so, matter of fact, it's just like that, right? Look, if somebody make a joke, it's up until a certain fucking point, right? If a bitch jokingly says she gonna suck your dick, you like, oh shit, for real? You like, she's like, no, I was joking. Like, whoa, you can't just joke like that. And so when you around certain people, you like, oh nah, man. If you gonna joke, let's joke. We're gonna kind of joke, right? We're gonna kind of joke. Because if a bitch says she gonna suck your dick, like, whoa, you can't joke like that. I'm real serious about that. And she jokingly say, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, watch people jokes, bro. Watch people jokes. That joke funny as hell. All right. Whew, shit. All right. Moving to the love deck. And I ain't got to tell you how I'm doing this shit. At this point, you got to understand how I'm reading it. The energy read. And if you've been watching, you know the first card represents what? That's how my pastor be talking. The first card represents what? Energy that needs to be let go of. Ooh, we see the sensualist. Now we got the sensualist and the energy that needs to be let go of. Yeah, we're not in a position to be, if it ain't, right now, this ain't what it's on. Right now, it's about business. We're not mixing business and pleasure. Right now, it's business, baby. So this is the energy that needs to be let go of. Boom, got 35, the sensualist. Energy that needs to be let go of. Next one, you should already know. The middle card represents what? The energy that needs to be kept. And it came out the other day, too. It came out in the middle, and maybe it was this week or so, within the past few readings. My father, which is my current favorite cigar brand, my father. But energy that needs to be kept is the father. Knowing to lead, knowing which direction to go. What direction are you moving in your life? The father is the head of the family. The father takes charge. This is leadership. And that's the energy that needs to be kept. And then last but not least, if you know, then you know the next card is, if you've been watching, I shouldn't have to say it after a while, but you should know that this next one represents the energy that needs to be learned. And we got the pioneer. Like I just said, ain't nothing new under the sun, but for some people, they got to explore. They still got to move. Then when people, what's that, California Gold Rush? People didn't know what the West was like. They said, oh man, we've been living in these 13 colonies for goddamn how long? Bitch, I'm moving out West. We got the pioneer, so let's see. But that was scary as hell. At the same time, that was a scary fucking point in time, right? Niggas was like, man, fuck this shit. I ain't with these 13 colonies. I'm trying to go see what's out West. I like them little emoji things I be putting in there. That's cool. All right, but the pioneer. The father was 10, which is breaks down 1 plus 0 is a 1. Then you move, that's energy that needs to be kept, and the energy that needs to be learned is 2. So that's progression to the pioneer. I'll read it, and then we'll see what question comes. All right. You see? A new beginning, or looking back at the start of a situation may be beneficial for you at the present. Sometimes we find ourselves forever jumping from one thing to another in a constant quest to better ourselves. I'll admit, I've been doing this, doing that, trying to figure out what it is that I'm going to be. While this is a way to explore and develop style and character, it doesn't help with growth or depth. The pioneer is someone who is the first, but they have developed a deep and educated understanding of the endeavor they are undertaking. Look a little deeper at what is already here. What are you doing before you jump forward? Have you missed something along the way? The question: why do I need to be best or better than another? Bitch, it's a fucking competition. It's the game of life. I'm the best fucking student out this bitch. I got straight A's across the fucking board. It's like, nah, but why do I need to be the best or better than another? Because I'm competitive. Because if I go down, what they gonna say? What do you want people to say about you when you lead this shit? That nigga was the best? That nigga was the greatest? Fuck yeah. You want them to say that you was the worst? That you ain't do shit while you was here? Fuck no. Am I doing my very best right now? Hell yeah. Am I doing my very best right now? Hell yeah. Why do I need to be the best or better than another? Because my legacy's on the line. You only get one of these shits, right? It's only one of these shits I can remember. Can I remember the rest of my past lives? I remember being in the Garden of Eden. I remember walking with God. I remember living on another planet. I remember going from one planet to the next. I remember creating this whole solar system. I remember making the whole galaxy. I remember starting this whole thing up. Can I remember that? But for right now, I can only remember but for so much. I can only remember so much, right? Can I remember everything? Alright. Rocking and rolling. Juice got the magic potion. What is this stuff? Hey, you wildin', bro. Nope. Hey, for future reference, if you ever hear Juice say, guess what? Just go ahead and drop these nuts. This meat is all them jokes. Now he's saying it with the emojis. Oh, it's not emojis. What the heck is that? I'm making stuff up. All right, I'm making stuff up. All right. Let's go. Yeah. I remember those jokes. I remember those jokes in school, man. Those the oldest jokes, bruh. That joke is so old. The joke is so old. Last time I heard it, I fell off my dinosaur. Let's remix all the old jokes. What's all the old classic jokes? Remix all them shits. Knock, knock. Who's there? Blue, who? Blue's Clues. All right. I see the 10 of swords, but I didn't ask my question yet. 10. We had a 10. We already had that 10. 10 of swords talks about, all right, dead, done, and over with. Now that this has ended, we had the death card, we had the Hierith, and the Shadow Diver. Now that shit's over, let's move forward, bitch, in a new direction. All right, moving to the tarot and the playtime deck. What is the advice for today? What is the energy for today? It means beat your meat. He had the lotion and he had the eggplant card. Man, I think that was one of the heaviest jokes back in that was one of the heaviest jokes in 6th grade, bro. 6th grade, bro. Niggas started going through puberty. Niggas was beating their meat. Bro, I did not know what I didn't know what that shit meant, bro. We gotta change a new shit. That beat your meat cannot be the fucking that cannot be the shit. This is a very vulnerable moment here. I did not know that beat your meat. I didn't know. You don't know how, right? But you hear it's a fucking joke, and niggas using they joking everybody for beating your meat and shit. You like, what the fuck is beating your meat? Now, if you actually go home and try, because I actually went home and tried this shit, I was like, why do you always? And I actually, boom, I was like, what the fuck? This shit hurt. Hey, bro, we gotta change that shit. That cannot be the saying. That cannot be the saying. We need something new. We need a new saying. Listen, bro, that cannot be it, because that's not what the fuck you do. Well, I mean, when you finally know what you're doing, there's some shit. All right, hold on. All right, shit. Oh, man. All right, why am I even? All right, hold up. What I'm really trying to think about is, can we change this phrase so that niggas is not beating their meat for real? What can you call it? All right, you can say stroke your boat. Yeah, stroke your boat. The other one, because it's another one called choke your chicken. Now, hey, now tell a bitch when you about to come to choke that shit, hey. All right, we gotta move the topic. New topic. Don't talk too much about this shit. All right, bro. No more jokes about that shit. All right, what is the advice for the day? What is the energy we should embrace and embody? What is the advice for the day? What is the advice for the day? What is the energy we should embrace and embody? Oh, shit, bro. Damn! We do pull out a 10, though. We do pull out this 10. Again, 10 breaks down to a 1. 10 of cups. This is wish fulfillment, too. This is wish fulfillment. This is getting everything that you want. Stroke. But it gotta rhyme, bro. You gotta rhyme. So, stroke. Why are we still talking about this shit? That's why I said stroke your boat. Because the only reason beat my meat is funny is because beat and meat rhyme. So we gotta figure out, and then the other word has to make sense, right? So I was like, stroke your boat, because the boat's in water. So there's water slashing around. That kind of loosely, you know what I'm saying? Make sure get some lubrication. Stroke your boat. All right, but it gotta rhyme. The first and the last word gotta rhyme. If people gotta know what the heck you talking about. All right, bro. Next, but we got the 10 of cups here. We already had 10 as in the father, so we got 2 10s. What is the advice for today? What is the energy we should embrace and embody? This shit funny as a bitch. Hey, now we got King of Swords. Court card could represent a person. Swords is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And King of Swords, very intelligent, very logical. He's going to speak his mind. He's going to carry out his ideas. He's going to carry out his ideas. And he's going to figure out a way to bring this all this together. King of Swords. So we got 10 of Cups. This heavy energy right here. This heavy. Yeah, Coke. Coke. So I mean, Coke is a can. All right, we stroke your Coke. Coke is a can. It's soda. Oh, look, right? And it's a soda can. So if you shake up a soda can, what's that shit gonna do? Buzz. When you open it, that shit gonna buzz. All right, that kind of work. Stroke your Coke. I'm like, what the fuck does that shit mean? I gotta stop cussing so fuck that shit. Okay, all right, man. Cussing too much, man. We're talking about the wrong things. All right, 10 of Cups, King of Swords. We got one more. What is the advice for today? What is the energy we should embrace and embody? Embracing that King of Swords energy. Talking how you want to talk. Speak how you want to speak. All right, next. Hey, we now officially have 3 1. We got that 10 of Cups. We already had the 10, which was in the father. And now we got this Ace of Swords. So definitely more swords energy, more mental and communication. Brand new start in communication. Ace, another one here. Swords, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So air has taken over. That's super dope. Avatar, the Last Airbender. But again, so we got the 10 right here from the father, which is the... Ooh! Damn, this is tough, right? Energy that needed to be kept, the father. And the court card that came over top of it is the king, the father of swords, King of Swords. And I was just about to mention Avatar, the Last Airbender, the father. The father. And that's the energy that needs to be kept. So we officially have 3 1s right out here. 1 1 1 1 1 1. Bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune, receiving good karma. And there's a lot of energy at play. You just gotta work with the energy to make sure to suit it and best favorable for you. Now I gotta add comedian. I'm a comedian. I'm a jokester. I'm a trickster. I'm a hipster. Speech, we had that, and we even had the poet. You know what I'm saying? We even had the poet. Right there. All right. Last deck, and then we done with this jank. Last one, and then we done with this junk. Boom, 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 boom. Damn, again, 10 of Swords at the bottom of this shit. Damn, so heavy swords, heavy communication. Heavy communication energy right here. Heavy communication, heavy thoughts too. But a lot of beginnings. They nothing but ones. Beginnings. Blessings. All right, let's clarify this. First card we're clarifying is the 10 of Cups. First card we're clarifying is the 10 of Cups. Death card. So even I think this Death card represents transformation, but even Scorpio energy. So more water. So water clarifying water. Transformation. One thing ending, another beginning. Damn! All right, bro. I gotta make the connections. If you don't see the fucking connection, I gotta give you this fucking connection, bro. Damn. The Death card here. We got the Death, which is the Mobius card here. And we also had Transformer Transformer robots in disguise. Bitch, we gonna got all of these talks about ending of one phase, transitioning to another. The death card, you focusing on what's ending or you focus on eternity in the moment right here. And then we got the death card here as fucking well. And even with this, all kings must die. And we even had the King of Swords right here. We even had the King of Swords right here, which came over top of the Father. I gotta make the connection because you're not fucking picking up the connection. But damn, man. All right, bet. So we got this, the Father. And even with that, yes, it's all kings must die. Every king has his day. And you will no longer rule. Somebody got to take over. Somebody has to take the fuck over. Julius Caesar. Somebody got to keep ruling. Napoleon. Bonaparte. And niggas look at rulers like, oh, why he talking like this and doing certain shit? But bitch, you don't have the courage to fucking rule a nation. They want to talk about Trump so bad, but bitch, you wouldn't be president. You wouldn't even try to run for fucking president. But you're criticizing a nigga that's stepping in a position that you wouldn't even take. What did they say? 80% do the talking, 20% do the fucking work. Mussolini, all them dictators and shits. Y'all niggas, like, if you had to run a fucking country, niggas don't want that pressure, but want to criticize a nigga who actually doing this shit. But yeah, that's what comes across with the death card. That even kings must die. And a new ruler will come into play. A new ruler will come into play. All right, clarifying this King of Swords. Clarifying this King of Swords. What is the advice for today? What is the energy we should embrace and embody? What is the advice for today? What is the energy we should embrace and embody? Oh, I had my deck upside down. All right, now I got the Lovers. We got the Lovers here. So it doesn't necessarily say, speaking about love, but there's a connection, becoming connected to something. Even if it's connecting yourself to your higher self, connecting to the change that you are embracing, the new life that you're going to live, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. So, ooh, all right, boom. We got Death, Major Arcana. And we got the Lovers, Major Arcana. Everything that came up before was minor. It was the Ten of Cups, King of Swords, Ace of Swords. Now we got the Death, we got the Lovers. And one more, last one. Last one. I don't know why I just felt like putting my shades on. So let me put my shades on. All right, for the last card, Now I can't see shit. All right, but for the last card, clarifying this Ace of Swords. But we had a King of Swords. And that's the energy to embrace and embody. That's what could represent a person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, speaking about a connection that they want. And then Ace of Swords. All right, and we're ending with Cups. So 7 of Cups, water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and this is scattered emotion. You got to choose which cup are you going to entertain, which cup are you going to drink from. There's good things in the cups, there's bad things in the cups. Which one are you going to drink? And we got the Knight of Swords here. So air definitely took over. It was heavy on air with the King of Swords, Ace of Swords, and then water took over with the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups, the Death card, and the Seven of Cups. Water energy took over. So that refers to our emotional state and our emotions and relationships. And then you got with the swords, that's communication, that's thoughts and feelings. I mean, that's communication, communicating how you feel. That's ideas as well. That's ideas as well. All right. Heavy read. That was sheesh. That was heavy. Ace of Swords, brand new start and beginning. King of Swords, and then 10 of Cups. A 10 there and a 10 there. We had 3 wands pop out. Brand new start and beginning. Manifestation. What are you manifesting? What are you talking about? What are you thinking about? What are you manifesting? What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about perfection? Are you thinking about that perfect life? Man, if you got one, how far are you going to go? I said I'm going as far as I can go. Kango, which was the hat with the kangaroo. I'm trying to think. I am thinking. I am thought. I am thinking. I am thought. I am thinking. I am thoughts. Now, if you talk a certain way to say I am thinking, I am thought. Thought was it depends how you want to say it. Or though, like, cause art thou, like, who's the old William Shakespeare? There was a lot of thou and though in his works, but that is an Egyptian god. I remember asking, like, yo, if you don't know how to read or write, right? If you don't know how to read or write, right? How are you, if I tell you something, how are you going to remember it? And I thought that shit was so smart, right? Like, yo, who said that when you make this sound, this is what it looks like on this paper? And who thought to say, you know what? Everybody right now, this is what this looks like. From now on, if we say fish, this is what a fish is, and this is what we're going to, this is how fish looks on paper when we go to write this shit down. Now go tell this message to this person. How do you want to communicate this message? It's the telephone game, right? Because everything in the telephone game is whisper, 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 whisper. And then what do you always understand from the telephone game? That shit, when you get back to you be like, that's not the fucking message that I sent out. This shit got distorted. Somehow, some fucking way. But they want you to believe in a religion. But the shit got distorted. This nigga didn't know he didn't understand every fucking thing, but he went back to his people and said, I know every fucking thing. All right, bitch. Now you got a group of people following this nigga because he thinks he knows everything. He's smarter than them. He's seemingly smarter and he got all the answers. But when the shit come back, you're like, bitch, that's not what the fuck I told you, but that's all you understood. So think about that. Hindu, Buddhism, that nigga understood something. But the Jewish, that Christian, that nigga understood something else. He didn't understand all the different gods. He didn't understand all these different niggas who was here who could really manipulate energy. He didn't understand the avatars. But you know, we do like Avatar, right? We like Avatar. Avatar was talking about past lives and manipulating energy. Like it's niggas who can't do that shit in real life, who didn't do that shit in real life, until you meet a nigga who do that shit in real life. One of the little random messages was dude told me, he said, it's people who used to really do this in real life. And there's certain people who can do it in real life. But they messed up your DNA, so now you're not at your full powers. You're not at your full powers. But there's certain shit that you can do to get back, or at least get close to how you used to be with your full powers. There's some stuff you can do. Like, fast. and go live in the woods. 40 days and 40 nights. You'll get back. You'll rejuvenate. The earth will heal you up. But you gotta connect with her. And your earth will heal you up. All right. This has been another episode of Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. I'm your Chief Gihareh, leader of the Kim Dynasty and the Spiritual Bandits. And I'll see you on the next episode.